Again, it was the yellow that were the differences from what you had seen that came back. Again, we apologize. We had put the whole plan package together and submitted it through the system, but then when it came out, it wasn't in your plan package.
Okay. Does anybody have any questions for Brian?
Just one. On page 13, number 9, to prohibit automobile-oriented uses such as drive-through facilities within the immediate vicinity of a transit station. You mean all those years when my mother drove my father to the train station and went grocery shopping next door, that was wrong?
I'm not saying it's wrong, but it's not preferred.
Well, preferred by who? She liked that. She'd be grocery shopping and wait till my father got off the train to go home.
That's a pretty common thing they have in downtown areas, is to not have drive-through areas.
You're talking more like a drive-through fast food place.
Right, yeah. What? Okay.
Well, wouldn't you want to put there where density is the most? Isn't that the idea? That you put retail where the density is the highest?
Yes.
Any other questions? All right, this is a public hearing. We have, make sure I got the right. Mr. Pitts, did you wish to speak on this one? You're opposed?
This is
32K.
point of order. Actually, I'm not on the commission, so I can't call that. But, okay, we got a problem here. 32K on your agenda is to approve the second hearing for the county rules that came from the PPC. 33 on your agenda is what he just explained. So you let me know what we're doing here before the time starts. You have in your documentation, remember at the last meeting you had a county, to amend the county rules. Okay, that's what's the agenda and that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at both documents, they are different. Are you on 32K right now or on 33, which what he just explained?
We're on 32K, which just went through, so do you want to wait to talk about?
There's the
We
back.
also signed up for 33 as well, so.
Yes, but I'm saying those are two different things. One is the second hearing to approve the rules that came from the PPC. That's a completely different document, ordinance. The other thing he just explained is 33. There's no change. So that's what I'm trying to see here. If I'm talking to 32K, I'm looking at is the second hearing to amend the county rules for Todd.
That's the next, that's 33.
That's 33.
You need to talk about 33 then.
Okay, maybe I got it mixed up then.
No,
Okay.
it's confusing because of the way it's
32K is to approve, to,
transit-oriented development.
for a comprehensive plan.
Yes.
Putting it in the land use element section.
Correct.
Okay, then I must got that mixed up. I'm sorry then. I got that
I'm
mixed.
gonna start the clock now.
Okay, yes, now, Brian Pitts. On the tide, I talked about it before. Now I looked at it again now with this comp part, now that we're talking about here. It came before the LPA. Fortunately, I didn't attend that meeting. Now see how even bad and worse it was. Now I know it's not dealing with concurrency issues. In the comprehensive plan, at 1.9 in the transportation element, you have a whole section. And in two areas in that transportation element, you mentioned multi-module effects of transportation. But guess what's not in that? Todd. Todd is something that y'all doing completely off the cuff from whatever T. Barter and MPO encouraged y'all to do. The point I'm going to make to you is if you already had a mandate, which was the concurrency statute or alternatives, or as you have in the actual transportation comprehensive plan right now, in the transportation element, you have multi-modal. But you don't have really any rules of actually how you're going to do that. So the mandate of the legislature is in the comp plan, but you don't have any rules just to do that first mandate of the concurrency issue, going back to 2005, going back to 1985 when it was first done. Instead, somehow, apparently you got crossed or whatever else, MPL first, then T. Barter, but I think really, as I told the NPA, it's really to get Fed dollars. So we're not going to worry about the legislative mandate for transportation currency, because if we do the AA, we're looking at Fed dollars. So let's make the choice. We can ignore the legislature another year, and let's get on this AA thing, because it's going to draw down Fed dollars. And who drives that? MPO. That's how come EPO has not followed the guidelines for transportation concurrency or exceptions or alternatives, because they think on each project, let's see where we can get Fed dollars from. Well, MPO also is supposed to assist in the state mandate, which actually is above federal, which is we want y'all to find ways in your cities and in your counties, find a way to get this transportation issue straightened out, whether it's alternatives, exceptions, if you want to designate yourself as that city or place of that matter, or alternatives. You have that meager plan, the corridor plans. One is US 19, and probably is going to be 4th Street. But that's not fulfilling the mandate of statute. So actually now I know for sure, now looking at the recommendation and everything, the Todd is not doing the legislative mandate. I'll say it to you again, Commissioner Maroney. You know how legislature is, okay? You're there yourself. I would think you would be concerned with, look, we know we got Todd, but we also have something we haven't dealt with since 1985 and then 2005. No. So again, no, it's no good to add it to the plan, and if anything, something should be added to the transportation element to get the multimodal effects done.
Thank you. Is anyone else wish to be heard? Then I'm going to close the public hearing. What's the wishes of the board?
Move approval.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any other discussion? Okay. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. Agenda item 32